From the celebrity capital of the world, it's Hollywood Squares, starring John Ritter, Joan Rivers, Wayne Brady, Martin Mull, Cloris Leachman, Jeffrey Tambor, Stephen Collins, Nicole Sullivan, and this week's Center Square, Ellen DeGeneres. And your host, Bergeron.
Hello there. Thank you, Jeffrey. Welcome. Welcome to a brand new season of Hollywood Squares. I know you've spent your summer wondering how we were going to change the show. You have to look no further than our new logo. You can see we've added algebra to the show. That's right, H squared, and we have a new center square this week. Please welcome Ellen DeGeneres to the center square. Ellen will be with us this week and throughout the season. Also in the center square this year, Alec Baldwin, Academy Award nominee Burt Reynolds, and a lot more. Also, an exciting new bonus round coming up later in the show. But first, let's welcome back our returning champion. Day 2 for him. He won his championship at the end of our 4th season. Dominick Mora. Dominick, good to see you again.
Nice to see you, too.
And Dominick, we all want to thank you for spending the past few months building us a new set. That was sporting of you. Rachelle Holden, Ms. Circle, is your challenger, Dominick. Hey, Rachel, how are you?
I'm great.
Good to see you. Just like in the old days, first game is worth $1,000. It's, tic-tac-toe, obviously. Not too complicated there, but you have to decide if the answers the stars are giving you are correct or they're just making them up. That's how you get the square. Rachel, as the challenger, you kick off our 5th season.
Cloris Leachman.
Cloris Leachman, Emmy nominee for her guest appearance in Malcolm in the Middle. Welcome, Cloris. For almost 65 years, who has been fighting for truth, justice, and the American way?
Well, I've tried to do my bit. I say J. Edgar Hoover. I disagree.
Superman, Circle, gets the square. All right, Dominick.
Joan Rivers, please.
Joan Rivers, her Emmy pre-show, September 22nd on E! True or false, ladies who would like to return to their youth can pay a doctor about $3,500 to be re-virginized.
I always thought you just left the lights off and put on pantyhose. So I haven't heard of that. But, not that I know about plastic surgery, but I would think they can do anything these days. Oh, absolutely, yes.
I agree.
It's true, and they call that doctor Superman. That's right, X gets the square. All right, Rachel.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres will be hosting her own daily talk show next season. Ellen, when Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone, he wanted everyone to answer it by saying what?
I don't think he wanted them to say what, so I disagree.
I know you're new at this. So, we give a little extra latitude here. But he said something. Let me rephrase it. By saying something, what would that be that he said?
Oh, I see what you're saying. You should be more clear. I'll say this is, and this is true. Trust me on this. He was a very controlling man, and he wanted them to say bellow. And it was it was not a clear connection, and people thought it was hello, which was the way that word was invented, hello. But it was bellow, but it turned out to be hello.
I disagree.
Good.
Ahoy! He wanted them to say circle. Gets the square. All right, Dominick.
Stephen Collins for the block.
Stephen Collins from 7th Heaven tonight on the WB. Season premiere tonight, as a matter of fact.
Hello, Tom.
Good to see you again. Coming this fall to your TV, new programming that features visuals of birds, mice, and bouncing balls. Who's the target audience?
You want to know something sad? I auditioned for that. Oh. Toddlers just above newborns.
I disagree.
No, it's your cat. Meow Mix created this fine new programming. X gets the block there. Rachel, back to you.
Let's go with Martin Mull for the block.
Martin Mull for the block. Welcome back, Martin.
Please, sit down.
Now, Martin, as we know, sunflower seeds can be delicious, but what would happen to you if you ate a cupful of apple seeds?
You would be enjoying the national dish of Croatia.
I disagree.
You'd be poisoned, is what would happen. You'd be poisoned. Circle gets the block. We get a break. We'll be back with more H squared right after this.
I feel good when I spank my tushy. Don't tell anyone at home I said, oh, is that on? See, look what you made me do.
Any strategy for this one?
To lie as much as possible, because I'll be running for Congress one day.
Yeah.
Season 5, good to have you with us. We're going to get back to our first $1,000 game, but we want to give our contestants a chance to tell you a little bit about themselves. I was calling you Rachel Holden. It's Rachelle,
Yes.
and you can feel free to call me Tome.
Okay.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yes, I'm from Van Nuys, California, where I manage a furniture store, and I'm an active single mom to a 13-year-old son named Corey.
All right, good enough. Good to have you here, Rachelle.
Thank you.
Dominick, for those people who don't remember when you were last here before the summer, remind us about your life and times.
I was born and raised in Brooklyn, New York.
Yeah.
And I'm a retired graphic designer, and I'm currently working as a part-time law clerk.
All right, okay. Now, I believe it was your turn when we went to commercial.
Wayne Brady for the block.
Wayne Brady. Wayne Brady will be hosting Miss America in about a week, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Wayne, while some women think that boys' night out should be banned, according to advice guru Dr. Phil, is it okay for your husband to go out and carouse with the guys?
As long as Dr. Phil can watch. Absolutely.
I agree.
Dr. Phil says yes, as long as boundaries are respected, so you can't go to a foreign country. X gets the square. Rachelle.
Let's go with Jeffrey Tambor.
Jeffrey Tambor from the ABC series. That was then. Also, Jeffrey is also the new voice of Hollywood Squares.
Thank you. And I'm also catering the lunch.
That's lovely. True or false, brushing your hair 100 strokes a day makes it shiny and healthy?
You know, I'm content with being bald. It runs in my family. My mother was bald. And, well, it's so on the nose that I'm going to say false.
I agree.
It's false. It's an old wives' tale. Too much brushing can break hair. You got your block. All right, Dominick.
Nicole Sullivan for the block,
Nicole
please.
Sullivan appearing on The King of Queens tonight on CBS. All right, Nicole. If your chicken is allowed to spend time walking around outside, what would you call it?
Frank? What? I don't. If he's outside, you know what Frank would be? He'd be a free-range chicken.
I disagree.
He'd be a free-range chicken. Is exactly what he would be. That's right. Can't give you that one, Rachelle.
Nicole Sullivan for the win.
For the win, a perfectly fine choice.
Do it.
Nicole, a Harris poll found that 40% of Americans have considered adoption, and their #1 concern was that the child would be what?
Unable to use a sewing machine, because otherwise we would. Oh no! That they would be. They would be. They would be. You know what? They'd be of a different race or nationality. They would look too different than them.
I disagree.
No, they'd be badly behaved, actually, is the concern. Circle gets that square and the $1,000, and we come back with a $1,000 secret square game right after this. Stick around.
People with the minds like Martin Mull and stuff like that. These are dirty men, and I'm just following their lead. I just do what I'm told. He came in earlier this week and had a long talk with the producers about how they needed to raise the sex factor of the show. Make everyone a little hotter. Put some pheromones in there, things like that.
All right, welcome back. We're going to kick off a $1,000 Secret Square game. And this season, each of our Secret Square questions will have a video or audio clue. Now, we already have over $5,000 in our Secret Square stash, and today we are adding this. Tell them, Jeffrey.
It's a complete video system for your car. Enjoy your favorite DVDs while away from home with Sony's mobile video system featuring an in-dash monitor, backrest monitor, 10-disc changer, and speakers from the good guys worth $3,124.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Let's show all of you at home who the Secret Square is. Now, Rachelle, you won the first game, so you get to kick off this one.
Cloris Leachman.
Cloris Leachman. All right, Cloris. What unusual thing do male seahorses do instead of the females?
They kind of, you know, put that stuff on them that makes it the eggs and the... and then they clasp them unto themselves and keep them until they're ready to pull.
So they carry the young.
I disagree.
They do that, yes. They actually carry the young and give birth to the little baby seahorses is what they do.
I was correct?
You were correct, yes. Dominic.
Are you correct?
John Ritter, please.
John Ritter. 8 Simple Rules, his new series on ABC.
Tommy.
When you're hunting, what do you shout when you see a fox?
Fox! Charge. I disagree.
Tally-ho! X gets the square. Rachelle.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Ellen DeGeneres might have gone to Wayne for the block, so we'll see how this works. That's all right. Why are there 2 red stripes around the thinnest part of bowling pins?
Oh, I know this one. This is, and it sounds weird, but because when you're drunk, they just look like 10 tiny ghosts, and if the stripes weren't there, you just run away screaming. And all right, then I would say they're there to something to aim at.
I disagree.
Just to make them look nice, basically. There's no reason at all. Circle gets the square. All right, Dominic.
Wayne Brady for the win, please.
Wayne Brady for the win in a tie game. Wayne, what do you call a person who is an officer of the FBI?
The man. The man who keeps me locked in this box with an X across me, which makes my sister not pick me for the block. That man. That's who I'm talking about. Oppressing me. Was that good enough?
You've got the job, yes, absolutely.
I'd say officer.
I disagree.
Special Agent X gets the square. We have a tie. Jeffrey Tambor was our Secret Square. Nobody picked Jeffrey, so tomorrow's Secret Square will be worth over $14,000. This next game is worth $2 grand, and Dominic, you get to start it.
Stephen Collins, please.
All right, Stephen. If you just broke the 7th commandment, what did you do?
You failed to honor the Sabbath day and keep it holy.
I agree.
Well, some audience members gave an eerily knowing chuckle to this. You committed adultery is what you did. Circle gets the square. Rachelle.
Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers. All right, Joan. Where would you find the popular characters Sally, Lucy, Frida, Marcy, and Violet?
On President Clinton's to-do list. Oh, grow up, audience. Those are the girls in Peanuts, I'll bet.
I disagree.
Those are the girls in Peanuts. That's right. Yes, X
Lucy.
gets that one. Wow. All right, Dominic.
Ellen DeGeneres, please.
Ellen DeGeneres. All right, Ellen.
Very smart. Good idea.
If you're doing a buck and wing or a paddle and roll, what are you doing?
Okay, I'm going to tell you the same thing I told Barbara Walters. It was college. And we all did crazy things.
Yeah.
Flashdance had just come out. You're tap dancing.
I agree.
They are tap dancing steps. Yes, that's right. X gets that one. Rachelle.
John Ritter for the block.
For the block, all righty. What are Snap, Crackle, and Pop?
Those were the Marx Brothers that weren't in the entertainment industry. Oh, I'm just kidding. They're a rice cereal.
I agree.
That's right, Rice Krispie characters. Yes, Circle gets the block. All right, Dominic.
Jeffrey Tambor, please.
Jeffrey Tambor. All right. All right, this means we are out of time. If you get this, you're the champion again. If you don't, Rachelle, you get to just stand there and become the champion, all right?
Here we go.
What's Mr. Rogers' first name?
Unfortunately, Ginger. My apologies. By the way, I love Fred Rogers. I think he is fantastic. Fred Rogers.
I agree.
And he did the whole show backwards and in heels. Fred Rogers, yes. X gets the square and the win for the championship. Rachelle, you got 2 circles up there, plus your $1,000 win. You leave us with $2,000. A pleasure having you here. Just stay here for a second. But you, Dominick, are still our champion with $2,500, and you get to start our brand spanking new bonus round right after this, all right? Stick around. You're going to like this. We'll be right back on Hollywood Square. Take our new bonus round for a test drive. Dominick, you've already won $2,500. I invite you, sir, to look over there. We have 9 keys, and one of them starts what, Jeffrey?
It's the new Ford T-Bird! The Thunderbird returns in the form of a 2-seat rear-wheel drive V8 powered roadster, incorporating classic styling and a modern design from Bergie Motor Car Company, worth $39,445.
All right, not bad, huh? Not bad.
Not bad.
Now, up until now, we found out a bit about what the stars know. Here's where we find out what you know about the stars. With our alien abduction lighting. Now, here's how it works. You'll pick a square, and I'll read a statement about that star. Now, if you agree or disagree correctly, you've won the square. At the end of 30 seconds, for every square you've won, we'll take away 1 bad key. All right, Dominick? And the more squares you win, obviously, the better your odds are winning the car. All right? Now, we're going to put 30 seconds up on the clock, and the clock starts ticking when you pick a star.
Ellen DeGeneres, please.
Ellen, because of her fear of flying, Ellen travels to all of her appearances by tour bus.
I agree.
No. Next.
Cloris Leachman.
Cloris is part owner of a WNBA basketball team.
I agree.
No. Next.
Jeffrey Tambor.
Jeffrey played 3 different characters in 2 years on Three's Company.
I disagree.
No, that's correct. He did that. Next.
Wayne Brady.
Wayne. His fans are known as Brady Bunchers.
I disagree.
That's true. Next.
John Ritter.
John Ritter. Before Three's Company, John played a minister on the Waltons.
I agree.
He agreed. Yes, that's right. All right, right on the buzzer. So let's head down to the keys with me, Dominick. All right, just follow me. Here are the 9 keys. Now, since you got 1 square, we're going to take one of the bad keys away. So now you have 8 left. One of these will start that beautiful car. It's your choice. Which one? All right, give it a go.
Oh, no.
No. All right, Dominick. All right, come on back out of here. That one didn't do it, but as a consolation prize, we'll give you $500 for the 1 square you got. I should mention, this was the one. Everyone that started it. Now, we'll see you tomorrow. If you get back here, we'll start with only 8 keys, giving you a better shot at the car. All right? So that's $3,000, all right? And a total of $29,000 so far. On behalf of all our stars, I'm Tom Bergeron, hoping you'll come back again for Hollywood Squares. Thank you, folks. Thank you, stars.
This is Jeffrey Tambor saying I had a great time. Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
I'm just watching them talk, just watching Wayne and Ellen talk. To me, that's good TV.
I had a great time. Thank you. Oh.
All right, go Hollywood Squares. Now it's Hollywood Cube.